topics: standout players for 2021 and players to watch for in 2022. So first and foremost, I've spoken a lot about this guy, and he's beat me a couple times this year. And he tends to waddle a little bit when he walks. He's got some pretty good hands. He uses Ben's paddle. He may have a layer of hair on his back. I do not believe he uses Manscaped. And he usually has his left hand chilling on his left hip. We all know who this is. AJ Koller. Not only did he play well in men's, he played particularly well in mixed as well. Him and Lee Whitwell made the final of the APP SoCal. Him and Leah Jansen beat me a couple times. One time in particular was at the Orlando PPA, and another Matt Wright Shiner, Mr. Wright. I don't know. I mean, just something happened in that bronze medal match, but it was Leah and AJ playing Wright and Kovalova, and from what it sounds like somebody got verbally abused on the court. Not only a female, but the ref got abused as well, and the ref had to step in. Larry had to step in and really let let him know who is boss. And what I'm trying to say is that Koller and Jansen should have won the match, and they didn't. And anyhow, Koller's played well in men's. He's played well in mixed. Something that I have to bring up. This was ridiculous. Ben has heard this story. This is probably him being way too generous and probably respecting Ben way too much. But U.S. Open this year, my route could have been a lot easier if AJ could have finished Ben, but he did not. AJ's up 7-1 or 6-1, 7-1, something like that, 6-0, game 3, right? And he's carving Ben up, playing a bunch of cat and mouse. I don't know how well Ben was playing. It was on an end court at the U.S. Open. There were some like batches of courts in the back, those brand new courts. Anyhow, they were on a back batch on this on an end court. It was packed. So I got done with my quarters, and I'm walking over to my little area where the fam's hanging out, and I see one of the courts is packed, and it's Koller and Johns, and I'm like, no way. And anyhow, Koller's up big in game 3, and Ben starts playing pretty well. And Ben's first point in game 3, it's this long, drawn-out cat and mouse point. And Koller basically gives Ben feedback, and Ben gets his first point. And Koller says, oh my gosh, dude, such a nice point. I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh. Here Koller is playing the best guy in the world, and he's telling him good shot at 6-1 game 3. Koller, pipe down, do not say a word, and finish the deal. Seal the deal, get it done, no communication. That is a sign of a gentleman with a huge heart, and not only is he a stud on the court, but the guy is just a sweetheart. But yeah, I mean, obviously he was way too nice in that situation. Ben ended up walking away and then kicked my ass in the finals, damn it. But anyhow, yeah, Koller's got so much upside. He didn't play well in singles the last portion of the year, but the guy is fearless and probably has some of the bigger cojones on tour and isn't afraid to test anybody. Love me some Koller. And on top of that, he can juggle, and he's got some comedy with his videos that he has published on YouTube. Chet Subaru, Chet. Another standout player of 2021 is our girl Leah Jansen. Can't say enough about her. Mixed, women, singles, she's done it all. She was the legend last year on the APP tour. Her and Lauren Stratman essentially didn't win everything, but won most APP events with women's dubs. Leah was always, in the running of mix as well. She had that crazy mix final with, she was playing with Jay, and they were playing Coop and Navratil at the Atlanta Open APP. Ended up finishing up at like 11 o'clock at night. They had, I think Leah and Jay had match points that are up like 14-9 and ended up losing. Anyhow, why I think of that match is because I remember seeing Leah and Jay right after the match got done. There was like a video and maybe it was her interview, but it was humid outside, and Jay was like sweating through his shoes and was just like a wet, soggy mess. But there was literally steam, like sweat steam, rolling off of him as they were doing. Yeah, I think they were doing their interview, but it was late night. Anyhow, the girl is as tough as they come. I had the privilege of growing up with her and kind of getting to know her and her family and kind of getting to know her story. Pretty cool. Dad was my tennis coach for a couple years growing up. Rough, tough mentality, crusty as could be, but very, very knowledgeable, but doesn't take shit from anybody. And the type of discipline that I needed, being the youngest of 7, if you know what I mean. And then mom played on the Swiss Olympic volleyball team back in the day. All 4 girls played Division I sports. Crazy athletic family. And no, I'm super happy for her. I'm happy to see what she's done with her career. This last year, I mean, she's totally done a 360 with her health, with with her performance on court, with some of the things that she's cleaning up off the court. And so, just can't say enough about that girl. And I look forward to playing with her next year. We're going to have a breakout year, that's for sure. Even though Anna Lee has gotten Leia's number, and I'm sure she doesn't want to hear that from me. It's very true. Anna Lee's playing at a pretty high level. We all know that. I would believe that Leia is going to have a little something extra next year to compete with AL.